Alright, ladies and gents, and Gacha Gaming here, back with another video. So today we're going to be talking about what I feel is the proper end game of the Zenless Zone Zero and where we are specifically as a casual player for this game. Now, I'm going to be basically putting it out as simply as possible. I am not a player who obviously spends time just going from morning until basically evening playing a gacha game. I have a job, obviously I have to get some money, I have to make my own living, and I play the game as soon as I get home just to sort of relax and unwind from the day-to-day basis. Sometimes I do night shifts, obviously in work, and I come back in the morning and I sort of just sleep for about like 4 to 3 hours, and I just want to get up and do my daily grind. And one of the best things that I've found with Zenless Zone Zero is the fact that I can kind of just do my dailies in the span of 5 minutes, literally. So one of the things I sort of just want to put out is the fact that for anyone who thinks that this game, especially now that I have reached internet level 40, I do have some comments. The fact that yes, there's not much to do once you reach internet level 40, especially if you've sort of done everything that you can. You know, you've done the side missions, you've done the exploration missions, you've done the combat missions, you've even done the story missions, or even the challenging mode missions as well, and you finished everything, right? There's not that much to be done in the game, but I do not feel that that's bad, because if you look at something like Honkai Star Rail as well, when Honkai Star Rail came out, there was not much to do once everybody finished everything. It's only when we got to like, patch 1.4, 1.5 that things started really ramping up in terms of content and day-to-day kind of grind, where it got to the point where there's so much to do irrespective of, reaching that part of the story, that even at times, by the time you get to the next character or the second phase of the game, there was still so much you haven't done as a player, right? And I think that is the same context that even Zenless Zone Zero is at, because the game has just started, right? You can't tell me that there's going to be endless mindless content from start to end in version 1.0. It's impossible. And they have teased so much in terms of new characters, new places, new story, new lore, and there's just so much that the game has to offer that I do not think when you go online and see so many people, talk about how trash this game is, realistically, and this is probably my thinking alone, right? Are you playing this game from morning until evening? Because if you are, you're definitely not going to have anything to play by your third day. Because you see, someone like me, I have to go to work, come back, and I play the game to unwind. So even by the time I want to go to sleep, I've probably not finished half of the stuff that's in the game, right? So it's taking me like a whole week even to reach where I am, and probably even just one whole day of me, being bored or being lazy to play the game. And what I found is that you will go online on YouTube and you will see so many content creators, apart from the majority who are actually, not in a bad way, actually sane, and say, right, listen up. A good example is like Tectone, right? If you spend from morning till evening playing the game, you're going to have nothing to do by the time you reach endgame. But if you have other stuff to do and you're playing the game regularly, then, okay, I'm not quoting him specifically, but I feel that sometimes he does understand the realism of some of the stupidity that people say. And I do support the fact, or not support him specifically, but I do come out as in my own way and say, I've been watching YouTube videos, I've been seeing people just talk so much shit about Zenless Zone Zero, and from a casual player perspective, and I'll use that casual player perspective because you see, I don't spend from morning till evening playing the game. I feel that the game offers a lot for you to do in the time that you have to play it. If you spend from morning till evening playing the game, you will have nothing to do by the time you reach endgame, because you're pretty much now just doing your dailies, and unless you're doing refills with the exclusive currency that the game gives you, some of us, again, are free to play. We're not going to do that. We'll just hop on, do our dailies, choose one character that we basically want to level up as quickly as possible, finish off with them, and go slowly one by one. Because at the end of the day, a gacha game it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You have countless months to prepare for whatever you want to prepare for, and enjoy yourself whilst playing the game. But you will find people say there's nothing to do. Yes, there's nothing to do. We're still in 1.0. There was nothing to do in Honkai Star Rail when it came out. Like literally when people got to endgame in Honkai Star Rail, boom, nothing to do. But they've dropped so much lore in the game that we now know what is coming. We have one character, S-rank character, that is 100% going to be released, Miyabi, who they have completely like just thrown fan service in terms of just general action combat and the way her skill and the way she is in general. And you're telling me you're telling me you do not want to save for that? But anyway, that's off the point. My perspective, the game is good. When you reach internet level 40, the realistic aspect is the fact that there's probably not going to be much for you to do apart from your dailies and obviously leveling up your character and obviously what they do. But at the end of the day, we are still in 1.0. If you finish everything in 1.0, we still have like another month with another character, or like 2-3 weeks with another character running again. There's not going to be any story. There's probably going to be some events to give you some more premium currency, but at the end of the day, we are still in 1.0 of this game. We don't know what the future holds for the game, but what it has right now, I feel, from my perspective, is very good, especially for casual players. And that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. If you guys have your comments, obviously hit below, and I will see you in the next one.